welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. Hi, lovely to meet you, hon. So thought I'd do a self-care, self-love kind of video. How are you staying positive in quarantine, lockdown, whatever you want to call it, whatever floats your boat. So I put a thing on my Instagram story asking for you guys to ask me some questions, what you want me to answer. So I picked a few of them, because again, got a lot. So I've picked a few like the more popular ones, the ones I got more than one of. But I'm going to do like a chit chat, get ready with me as well. Don't know why I'm doing my makeup. I'm off to go sit in my garden. It's not like I'm going to get right far, is it? But anyway, so I've already done my skincare, so I'll go straight in with my brows, using my Benefit Precisely Eyebrow Pencil in shade 4. I've already got my lashes on, because I look like a bald egg without them. Fluffing up your brows, and I always start between like the arch and the end of my brows. Some parts of my video I'll probably have to speed up because I'm not right good at multitasking. I'm really not good at multitasking. So my brows are probably going to look dead different. So the same thing again. I just like to brush them up. Start between the arch and the end. Because to be fair, I get asked this so much, like, why do you start, drawing in your brows right from the end instead of the front? But then if you're wanting that ombre kind of brow, you really don't want to be starting at the front, because the initial product that is coming out is going to be quite dark anyway. So if you wanted it lighter at the front of your brows, why would you put a dark product at the front of your brows? So because here's where that gradient starts to get a bit darker, you always want to kind of start here, so that initial harsher product goes onto the part where you want them darker anyway. So now I've filled in my brows, I'm going to go in with my brow setter, same as the one I used in my first video. Benefit 24-hour brow setter, literally like cements your brows down. Sorted. So my first question, how do you stay so positive? So I mean, it's quite a broad question. I mean in general, quite a few things I do, to be fair. I mean I meditate quite a lot. I mean, a lot of people, kind of laugh at meditation. They're like, why would you do that? But honestly, until you've tried it, I would not knock it, because it's unreal. Like, you're really just like kind of grounding yourself, bringing yourself like back to centre kind of. You're just realigning everything. I've got a few different beliefs. I mean, I'm not in any way religious at all. But I do have a lot of beliefs. So I believe in kind of like Buddhism, that kind of thing. But mainly because my mum does. My mum's a very, very spiritual person. If you've met my mum, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But no, my mum's very spiritual, so it's kind of like a knock-on effect. Spending a lot of time with my mum, she's taught me a lot of things, listens to a lot of music that's, really, really good to listen to. It's really, really good for the mind, that kind of thing. So I'd probably say that, to stay positive, it's putting trust into the universe. And I mean, like I said, I know a lot of people have different beliefs to me, and some people might not believe that the universe has anything to do with anything, whereas for me, I just see it as, if you're putting trust into the universe will come, create that path for you, and obviously it leads you in the right direction. Another thing to stay positive, I mean, especially if you're in like a dark place, don't get me wrong, it's not easy to stay positive. Your mind kind of goes on overdrive and you just start to think of all the negative things. But I think I've learned over the years as well, like over the past few years, I went from, if I was in, quite a negative mindset, I would let that just take over, and I'd be in such a bad position. Just like my mindset wasn't great, how I thought of things. I just always, let the negative things, get the best of me. Whereas now, I think because I've just learned, to deal with it, it doesn't bother me anymore. So I think I've just learned to like accept that what will be, because it really will. If you're in a difficult situation and you know that there is absolutely nothing that you can do to change it, why are you stressing? Like, I get it, I understand it completely. If you're in, a difficult situation, you do stress, you do start to think of the worst and what's going to happen, what if. But then if it's going to happen, then it's going to happen anyway. If you can't change it, you're honestly just wasting your own time getting stressed. Next question, how do you deal with nasty comments? If I'm completely honest, I don't really get any. I think people have just come to that understanding where they just understand that I don't give a shit. So it's like, well, why bother with me? Do you know what I mean? So of course a lot of people, well, you know, they'll get nasty comments and stuff, and because they don't know how to deal with it, they'll let it take over. Whereas for me, I've had that much of it, I'm just like, oh well, next. Like I just don't care about nasty comments, so to be fair, I don't really get any. And like I said, even though I don't get any, I know a lot of you guys probably will. The main thing is, if it's a friend that's, you know, saying nasty comments to you or talking behind your back, that kind of thing, they're obviously not a friend. They've got plenty of things they could be doing with their life, and the fact that they're taking the mick out of you says a lot about them, not you. It says a lot about their character, and that speaks volumes on its own, the fact that of all the things that they could be doing, they just choose to be nasty. So honestly, just not worth your time. Block them. I mean, to be fair, I say that, but I'm not the type of person to block. Like, I'll just keep you on my Snapchat, I'll keep you on my Instagram. Like, I don't care. I'm not that type of person where I'm just like, I have to physically block you to cut you out of my life. I've just got to that point now where I'm just like, you can still be on my social media platforms and I can still ignore you. I don't have to physically block someone to block them out of my life, if you get what I mean. Next question, how do you stay so focused? So for the people who know me, I am a very, very focused individual. I'm very strong-minded, very determined. I know exactly what I want to do, know exactly where I want to be, and I will just keep going until I get there. I'm not the sort of person where, you know, like, certain things or comments will kind of, they're not a setback to me, they won't, you know, affect me or how long it's going to take for me to get to where I want to be, because if I want to get there, I'm going to get there, end of the day. I think a lot of it is all about like trusting your process and just accepting that, like I said before, if you're going to get somewhere, then you're going to get somewhere. So it's as simple as that, you know, it's just trusting that the universe is putting you on the right path, that kind of thing, because the universe is never going to just put you on, you know, throw things in your way that you can't deal with. You're obviously here for a reason. So my next question is, what are you doing during lockdown? Not much, hon, honestly. Not much. Well, no, that's a lie, to be fair. I've actually done quite a lot. I mean, if you follow my makeup page, I will tag it, and it's always linked in my description anyway. I've been creating a lot of content in the time that I've got. It's day-to-day life, with me working and that kind of thing, and then obviously I was at college before all of this. I did not have the time to create the content that I wanted to, so, you know, I'm just making the most of the time that I've got, you know, using that to the best of my ability and creating content. But I mean, another thing, this kind of ties in with another question that I've been asked, is, you know, all about lockdown as a whole. The main thing to remember is that, yes, a lot of people like myself are spending the time, you know, being productive, getting things done, that sort of thing, but do not feel pressured to do that. If you're in that state where you've been, you know, stressed, you've been at work, you know, something's stressing you out, and you just want to spend this time to yourself, relaxing, sitting in bed all day, doing absolutely Jeff all, then that's absolutely fine. Like, don't feel like you have to be productive like everyone else, because you really don't. These things do me head in. Anywho, like I said, you don't have to be productive if you don't want to. If you want to spend all your time in bed, then go for it. I mean, obviously try and keep a healthy mindset, and I know that staying in bed all day can kind of stop that from happening. It can kind of do the opposite and stress you out, and then you can overthink, etc. It can be quite damaging to some people's mental health. We all have those days where we just need a day in bed to do absolutely nothing. And in a way, kind of just recharging your batteries. It's just, you know, bloody hell, that powder. Never mind. Yeah, we all have those days where we just need a day in bed to do absolutely nothing, and that's absolutely fine. That's the main thing to remember. That is absolutely fine. You don't have to be that, you know, you don't have to be productive if you don't want to. If you've been productive for all the time before this lockdown, this is the perfect opportunity for you to have that break. Obviously, if it's possible for you to, if you're not, you know, busy doing other things, that sort of thing, if you don't have kids, etc. Make time for yourself, you know, look after yourself, stay eating healthy, keep a good sleeping pattern. I'm honestly the biggest hypocrite right now, because all I've done is eat shit and stay up till stupid o'clock. But anyway, we move. All I've been doing is eating chocolate, eating popcorn. I can't, do you know what? I've actually been putting myself to bed at a decent time, like midnight. But then, like, I can't actually get myself to sleep until like 3 in the morning. and it's honestly doing me head in because I spend 2 or 3 hours just tossing and turning and tossing and turning, and it's so annoying. I'm like, I just want to bloody go to sleep. But yeah, so I don't recommend doing what I've been doing because it's not great. But anyway, I wanted some time to myself to just eat what I wanted, be able to, you know, not have to set my alarm on the morning. Oh, that feeling when you can turn your alarm off the night before, there is honestly no feeling like it. It's amazing. Yeah, kind of linking into the lockdown question, I got another one saying like, how do you deal with pressures of, you know, other people on social media, that kind of thing. And to be fair, I mean, it don't really affect me. Like, that's just God's honest truth. Like, I'm just myself. I don't sit here and think, do you know what, I want to be like them, I want to do this, I want to do that. I'm here for me, I'm not here for anyone else. And as much as, yes, it's good to, you know, look up to people that inspire you, which is great, and I do that as well, but I'm not the sort of person where I'm like, they've done that, so I want to do that. If I don't want to do it, it's not happening. Next question, do you get any hate for doing YouTube? Not that I know of, but I mean, you know, there's always the odd person in the back who likes to chat the shite. Not to your face either. But you know, you do you, hun. You do you. Don't affect me. You're only wasting your own time, so I don't get any hate for it. I'm happy as a pig in shit doing what I do, so... So anyway, yeah, I'm happy with what I do. I love what I do. Because I'm passionate about it, you know, I could sit here and do a full face makeup every single day and I just love it. Whereas other people are like, oh my god, it's my day off, I don't want to wear it. I love it, it's brilliant. And I mean, after this I'm probably going to do another full on look for my makeup page, which literally take me like between 6 and 8 hours for each one, because everything's done dead precise, like hand drawn, everything. Like I've recently just done one that's like multicoloured flames like up my face. But yeah, I did all that freehand. I used the P. Louise base to literally draw out the flames. Then had to fill it all in with eyeshadow, blend the colours together so they weren't just like a, you know, like a solid line between the colours. Then I had to go all the way around the edges with glitter glue. Then I had to go all the way around the edges again with the glitter. And then I had to go around the edges again, but with the white eyeliner. So it's bold and it stands out. But yeah, they take so long, but honestly, I'd film one of them, but they just take so long, and it'd take me so long to edit. But I'll try one anyway, but more like a kind of more simple look. So I'll probably do something like butterflies or something, just a few around my face, because that'll only take me a couple of hours. So I suppose I could edit that down, but anywho. So another question, it says, have you ever received hate? Really want to upload some IGTVs for fashion, but I'm nervous. So first of all, I think the main thing is confidence. If you're not confident, people see through that. And I mean, I were going to start, you know, my IGTVs, filming for my YouTube. I were going to start that months ago, like even like years ago. And I think I got to the point where I was just like, do you know what, I'm not confident. And I'd have looked right and all if I'd have done it then. But now, because I have that confidence and I'm a stronger person, I can deal with it, with any hate, because I know I'm happy doing what I do. So it's not going to bother me, do you know what I mean? But I think at the end of the day, it's just remembering that you're here for you, you're not here for anyone else. If you want to upload fashion-based, you know, Instagram TVs, YouTube videos, you know, showing your outfit ideas, that kind of thing, then go for it. Like, don't feel like you have to be pressured because other people are doing this or other people are doing that. Or even if your friends don't, you know, support you. I will, because I'm a girl's girl. I'm not going to sit here and be bitchy and be, you know, what are you doing IGTVs for? Because I do them myself. This world honestly just needs more girls that support girls, because the whole bitchy girl vibe is just, it's not great. No one's feeling it anymore. Get over it, stop being a child. You know. So I should probably finish my makeup, because I'm kind of just sat here gibbering on and I've not bloody finished it. So all I've really got left to do is my highlight. I mean, because I had my lashes on already. I've not really got much else to do. Oh, just love it. This is literally like one of my favourite highlighters ever. I've got the, is it Love Light by Too Faced? It's like a love heart, but I've got the rose gold one of that. And that's really nice as well for like a natural kind of finish, but it's got a bit of like an overcast to it, and I'm not a fan. Like, I've got like yellow kind of olive undertones in my skin, so if I'm stood still looking straight and I've got it on, I've got like a pink like shadow on my face, not like a right tit. This one is the shade Tickle by Benefit. It's literally my favourite one. I remember when these first came out, obviously because I worked for Benefit. I remember when these first came out and I looked at it and I'm like, it's purple. I'm not putting purple on my face. It's like, it's literally purple in the thing, I don't know if you can see there, but it is actually gold when it comes out, like you can see. It is like just an overspray in the box. But no, it's a really, really pretty shade. I mean, for just natural, you know, day to day, I really like it. Because even now, like, this is just a natural kind of glam look. And not really fussed about doing, you know, full on chiseled, contoured a lot unless I'm going somewhere. So just for a chit chat, get ready with me, I just thought I'd do this. But anyway, this is nice because you can build it up as well. Say if you are going out and you want that full on kind of dewy, glowy finish, it's absolutely beautiful for that. Obviously, when I can find it, got to choose my fave. It's just the Plump It Lip Plumper. I mean, if you've tried this before, it stings. But I mean, it's bearable. Don't get me wrong, it is a bearable sting. It gives you, literally, makes you look like you've had lip filler. Minus the cost, minus the pain, etc. So what it is it's got an irritant in there. And the irritant is what obviously brings the blood to the surface of your lips and makes you get that perfect pout. So I always start, I've already put lip balm on, I put that on before I even start my makeup. But yeah, so I just kind of apply it evenly. And what I tend to do is, because it's got like a clicker button on the bottom, I normally do 1 click on my bottom lip, 2 clicks for my top lip because my bottom lip's bigger than my top lip. Well, even now you can see they've started to go pink, so it is like an instant reaction. They do instantly go more plump. If you're the sort of person that used to overline your lips, you know, you like that kind of full-on effect, definitely recommend it. I just follow my natural lip shape. It just gives you that full-on, like, plumped kind of pout. So I've gone around my lips, and as you can see, they're a lot more plump than before, but that's just going around the outside, well, around the edges of the top and bottom lip. But I recommend as well, if you're wanting kind of like a more full-on plump, you know, kind of pout, here and here as well, you want to add a little bit of lip liner. So I barely add anything, but what it is because it's a darker shade as well, it creates kind of like a shadow, so obviously gives the effect of your lips looking more plump. Cannot count how many times I've just said plump, but anywho. So another thing I love to use is the Clarins lip oil, well, lip comfort oil. Looks blue, it's not blue on your lips, it's because it's like, again, like a plumping oil. It comes out like this, the applicator's quite big, which is nice, but it's a really, really hydrating oil, so I like to put this on just every day on top of my lip balm, so you've got that extra kind of moisture on your lips. But I just apply it straight away, even once you put your lip liner on. And to be fair, like, I used to use this as a gloss. Like, if you look, it does give you that kind of glossy effect, but I do like quite a glossy lip, so I do that, and then I put my e.l.f. lip plumping gloss on over the top. Because these are all plumping products, it doesn't mean it's going to make your lips massive, they just kind of all benefit each other in a way. So there, I'm just using, same as always, this is my go-to and there's barely anything left of it, like, fuming. It's the e.l.f. lip plumping gloss in the shade Champagne. So I use that, shade Champagne Glam. Oops. So to be fair, that's pretty much it. I mean, that's all the questions I picked for today. I just thought I'd do a quick video, like a self-love, self-care kind of vibe, quick chit-chat, get ready with me kind of thing. If you have any questions, please feel free to message me or put them in the comments. Or if you've got any requests of a video you'd like to see, if you need any advice on anything, my inbox is always open, so yeah, feel free to contact me. So that's everything, so I will see you in my next video. Bye!